These are the top 10 worst mistakes you can do in Roblox Blox Fruits. Also, sorry if I'm a little quiet, it's like 12 a.m. right now. But starting off at number 10, that is getting a mythical fruit without being max level or close to max level. So basically, for grinding, you should always use the Buddha fruit. The Buddha fruit makes you into a giant Buddha, which gets tank ability, and not tank ability, but you become tanky and you get a lot of range. But it's not like a big deal if you use a different fruit. But like if you use like a fruit that's trash for grinding, for example, I'll take dragon, you're just gonna level up really slow. I don't know how you're gonna level up really fast with dragon. I mean, it'd be like 10 times faster with Buddha. And then when you level up slow, you're probably gonna get demotivated and just quit the game. So yeah, don't get a mythical fruit or a popular PvP fruit at the beginning of the game. Wait until you're max level. I don't care if it's on stock, it'll come on stock again. It's not a one in a lifetime chance. Like earlier today, Venom was on stock, and I saw like a level 700 buy it. Now don't get me wrong, Venom isn't bad for grinding, like I mentioned in my previous video. It's just that Buddha's just better, especially at level 700. You shouldn't be using Venom. Anyway, let's move on to our ninth mistake. Our ninth mistake is farming fragments at an early level. So like when you first get into the second sea, you're going to be excited because you have unlocked all of these brand new things you can do, like raids, and all this cool stuff, awakening your fruit, and you just want to hop right into it. But first you should do like at least a couple hundred levels before why did someone send a YouTube link? Okay guys, we're gonna go to this YouTube link. Here we go.
Garfield, you ate all my lasagne.
Okay. I don't know why someone just sent that in the chat, but anyways, I got a little distracted there. Don't grind fragments at an early level because it just distracts you from grinding. After a couple hundred levels, just awaken your fruit and then continue grinding. You don't even need fragments early on in the game, unless you're I don't know, I can't really name a lot of things you need fragments for unless you're re-rolling your race to a satisfying race, which leads us to our 8th tip. Do not just spend your fragments carelessly. What do I mean by spending your fragments carelessly? I mean constantly re-rolling your race or refunding your stats. Same goes with money. Don't keep, same goes with money. If you want to save up for something, or if you just want to have a lot of money, don't keep buying Blox Fruits, because that's just draining your money faster than you can gain them, especially for max level. So yeah, don't carelessly spend money or fragments at an early level or even at max level if you want to save your money, which I don't really have a purpose for money anymore, so yeah. Okay, I think this is number 7. Number 7 is PvPing without being max level. So first of all, you're already at a straight disadvantage because you don't have a lot of your stats maxed. You might only have 1 or 2 stats maxed, or maybe even none maxed if you're an early second C player. And that can obviously lead to some big disadvantages, like just getting clapped by one move from the max level player. And plus, when you're a low level 700, you're supposed to be grinding. What are you doing PvPing? You're obviously gonna lose unless you find it fun, but you should be focusing on grinding, and instead of PvPing at early level. You should only PvP at max or close. I just recommend max entirely, so that's just fair. So number 6 is, speaking of stats, do not do hybrid stats. What I mean by this is, if I were to refund all my points, which I'm not going to do, you can't. There's 5 options: melee, defense, sword, gun, or Blox Fruit. Melee obviously gives you energy or stamina. It does damage to your M1. Defense, health, sword, obviously sword, gun, obviously gun, and Blox Fruit, obviously Blox Fruit. Now, don't do hybrid. What I mean like this is like, oh, I'll just put like 500 melee, maybe like, I don't know, 100 defense, like 1,500 in sword, like 25 a gun, and then the rest in Blox Fruit. Just, if you're right off the bat, you want to max your melee and defense to get a lot of energy and health. But then if you're going to be a fruit main or a sword main or even a gun main, which I don't know a lot of gun mains, that's where you put the final 2,450. Again, you should always max these two. And if you're a Blox main, put the rest in here. Gun main, put the rest in here. And sword main, put the rest in here. Our fifth tip, I'm not really guilty of this one, but I do know some people that are pretty guilty of this one. That is killing higher level bosses without being that level. And what I mean by this is, like, for example, like, say if you're supposed to be killing, I don't know, diamond over here, and you're like, to get levels faster, like the fountain strat in the first sea, we will just kill the awakened ice admiral. And first of all, don't do this because it's going to take a lot of time, and well, you'd probably get more levels doing the diamond boss than you would doing the awakened ice admiral. So yeah, just don't skip ahead, do your quests. And that obviously leads us to number 4. Number 4 is not following a leveling guide. Now, it's not the end of the world if you don't follow a leveling guide, but it is highly recommended. I know I didn't because I'm a solo guy, but it's like so helpful. Like, literally just go to your search bar, right, and search up Blox Fruits leveling guide here. Click enter and search like Tubbs leveling guide. And it really tells you. So if you're in the first sea, it tells you like some information, stats, whatever over here. And then in the first sea, second sea, third sea, like we can say, oh wait, if you're in the second sea, the graveyard, there's zombies, and then after that there's vampires, and it actually tells you not recommended to farm because they are too spread apart to be good enough for farming and can use flash step. Farm the zombies until 10:28. So, and then if you do want to farm them, kill 3 at the left, then 2 on the right, then 3 on the left again, and yeah. So the leveling, if you're doing like all the quests one by one, the leveling guide definitely steps in to make your grinding faster. But again, it's not like the end of the world if you don't follow the leveling guide, but it is highly recommended. Number 4 is going to be being pay to win at the beginning of the game. So I'm actually guilty of this in my main account. Like, I bought at level like 1,000, I bought like permanent dough, which keep in mind is 2,400 Robux, and I got like a bunch of these random fruits. I'm not even max level, and now I'm broke on that account, and I can't unlock fighting styles, which is why you should save your money unless max level. Like, if you want to get God Human, you need all of the fighting styles. I have God Human, but I like Electric Claw better. You need all of the fighting styles for it. And I just got demotivated because I was a pay to win and I had no money. And I quit on my main account and became a god on this account. So, yeah, honestly, just, like, I wouldn't, like, encourage quitting the game for good, but, like, if you want a fresh start, definitely start a new account. But, yeah, being pay to win at an early level is definitely not the way to go. Okay, number 3, we got trading at an early level. I know all of these include early levels, but hey, this is for my low level viewers out there. Trading at a lower level, now you need to be level at least 700 to trade to unlock these 2 trading benches, and trading while not max level or close can be a waste of time. If you're just doing one trade for like a Buddha or a light, no big deal. But I'm saying if you're starting from kilo and going to like a leopard at level 1,200, there's a problem. Because first of all, you could be using all of that time to be grinding to get higher level, and say if you don't have enough money for Buddha and it comes on stock, if you grinded, you would have had enough and you could have just got Buddha. But instead, you were trading, and it might not be the swag thing to do. Might be a little harder. So yeah. Okay, number 2 on our list is not getting race V2 or V3. Before you get any of these race V2 or V3, I'm actually guilty of this one. Find the race you like and want to stick with. I went from like ghoul to angel, back to ghoul to shark, and I think I'm gonna stick with shark, and I'm planning on getting shark V4 soon. But once you find the race you actually want, truly love, then you can get race V2 and V3, because otherwise it is a huge waste of money. I spent like 5 million just like getting a V3 ghoul, V3 shark, V3 angel, and yeah, now I'm broke. Alright, number 2 on our list is buying EXP boost. Now you might be thinking, Mega Catlam, why would you buy EXP boost? Well, because if you just go to Google and search up Blox Fruits codes, and like the actual wiki is outdated. I know that's like hard to believe, but it's outdated. So like this one, Pocket Tactics, if you boom, look at all of these 2 times experience. Usually they're like 2 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. But yeah, look at all of these 2 times EXP. And when you're out of 2 times EXP, only then I would recommend buying these. Because yeah, honestly, or if you just want to buy the 24-hour one, that would work too. But yeah, like just at least use all the 2 times EXP codes up. And same goes with like stat refunds. Like there's like I believe 2 stat refund codes out there. But yeah, if you want a video on codes, just let me know in the comments below. And for the final thing on this list, by the way, these aren't from like worst to like best or best to worst. I'm just putting these in whatever order because I feel like it. These are just generally 10 things you shouldn't do. But for the number 1, we got like getting high level items like CDK at an early level. So say your level, I'm actually guilty of this one, not gonna lie. Say if you're level 1500, instead of actually grinding, I actually focused, spent 3 hours just getting Yama. Yeah, I got Yama. I spent 3 hours getting sword at level 1500, and I'm like, wow, that was stupid. So then I like just started grinding till level 2300. Now this isn't bad because at level 2300 I unlocked Tushita and then CDK, but like the Yama example, you do not want to do because I could have been grinding all that time. I recommend getting your end game items like Soul Guitar, Spiky Trade, your fruit of your choice, fighting style, and just swords like at max level, so you know what you want to do and you don't have to interrupt your grinding. But yeah, just do like mainly just do everything you do at max level. And for a little bonus, choose the right accessory. Like you don't want to like do, I don't know, Choppa. Dude, I'm so slow. What the heck? Hold on. What's this buff? 3% more Blox Fruits, 15% cooldown reduction. Dude, this accessory is garbage. You do not want to use this. So I'd recommend, I use Pilot Helmet because I like it. But I'd recommend find an accessory, talk to this nerd guy, and whichever one gives the best buffs in your opinion, you choose.